is an actor, musician, songwriter, and podcaster. His new podcast network, yes, an entire network, not just a show, is called Audio Up, and it's streaming right now. Please welcome Dennis Quaid!
What? Yeah. Hello, virtual people.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love your boots. You walked out and my one eye.
Socks?
Oh my gosh, I love it. Is that Harry Potter? It almost looks like Harry Potter, but
that's
it's not.
Elvis.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Yeah,
oh, yes, it is.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I couldn't see the other side. I have one eye. Usually I don't look like a pirate, Dennis, so
yeah.
I hurt my eye.
You're the most beautiful pirate I've ever seen.
Thank
I have
you.
to say that.
Good answer. So you actually recorded a podcast. Was it with Billy Ray Cyrus in my green room?
Yes, it was the first podcast of my show, The Denissance.
Yeah.
And we did it right. Thank you so much for the space, by
Yeah.
the way. And I've been doing people that I've known in my life, throughout my life. And Billy Ray and I were just gotten to be friends, and he was a good first guest. I just did Jim Brown.
Yeah.
Yesterday, football player.
Yeah.
I was also an actor, and did Tanya Tucker. I mean, just a lot of people. And I approach it like, I approach doing the show like I'm doing an acting role, because research is my favorite part. I've played a lot of real people.
Yeah.
You know, like Gordon Cooper, the astronaut, and Doc Holliday, or whatever. And I research these people to find out what makes them tick. And so I bring that same process to doing the interview.
Yeah, I imagine though it would make me more nervous if it was a friend. Like every time I have a friend sitting on the couch that we hang or I know well, I'm like, that makes me nervous. People I don't know as well, I'm like, I'm fine. But if it's a friend, I'm like, they're judging me.
Yeah.
It's like, no, but congratulations. Also, like you got married this summer, right?
Yes.
A lot of people canceled their plans this summer because of COVID.
Yeah, well, we were supposed to be married April 4th.
It kind of sounded like you said buried. And I was like, wait, you got married.
But we got married.
Yeah.
April 4th. We were supposed to be in Hawaii, and then we had to cancel that, of course, because of the lockdown. And June 2nd, we went up to San Ysidro Ranch, and I got married there.
Were you able to have a honeymoon?
That was that was kind of difficult as well, you know, with the lockdown. But we finally had one a couple of weeks ago. We went to Alaska.
Oh, I love Alaska. Where'd you go?
Well, I had gigs up there actually, so we went to the island of Kodiak, where they have the largest bears. I think you got some video playing there, and one of the big bears started chasing one of the younger bears that was getting a little too close to, you know, his fish, and chased him up, and the young bear, I guess he was more worried about the big bear. He didn't see that he was actually coming right towards us. And you're just out there. There's no fences or anything like that.
Oh, I know.
And
I've been there.
And then, finally, he got up on us, and he just stopped and he looked like shocked, like in the way that he'd walked in on somebody taking a shower or something like that.
And it didn't
was kind of
look good.
excuse me.
But I can never remember. So what do you do if bears approach? It's different for brown bears and grizzlies and black bears, right?
Yeah, well, the difference between a black bear and a grizzly bear is a black bear will just kill you, and a grizzly bear will eat a little bit of you, and then he will kill you. But
super.
Other than that, what you're supposed to do is just stand still, and then
which I won't
if
do.
you're on the trail, you kind of just move off
that
the trail.
Homer Simpson gif. He goes back into the bushes.
And then if they actually start running at you, you just gotta beg yourself, hey, bear.
My thing
And
is
then after that, you're just like.
My thing is, don't be the slowest one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I can
whoever
run
you're
faster
with,
than
just
you.
find the person that you're gonna beat and run with them.
Right.
Your son Jack was just here. He is lovely.
Yeah.
He's so talented.
Yes, he is.
Doing so many things.
So proud of him.
Man, I'm so happy for you too, because I have kids, and even my little girl, she's 6, and she wants to be a singer, and I'm just like, I want that. I want her to do whatever she wants to do, but I get a little worried because it's a hard industry, and
Yeah.
and I just want to make sure she's prepped for it. But he seems so chill.
Jack was pretty much the same thing, even from just a very, very young kid. He had a video camera in his hand when he was like 4 years old, making his own videos and stuff. And it was just a natural thing that he did. It wasn't anything we pushed him towards. His mom's Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
Well, ever since he was a kid, it was kind of obvious he was going to do that. And we didn't, he went through like high school drama and stuff. He didn't work as an actor. And
Did he ask you for advice?
yeah, I guess it was advice, but my agent wanted to represent him, and he said, no, I want to do it on my own. And then, of course, he gets an agent on his own, and then he gets, his first movie is Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And then he gets in Scorsese's Vinyl on television, which was the hottest show there was. And now he's doing The Boys, which is like the hottest thing on streaming, and it's a great show. And so I'm saying, like, hey, how about a little help over here? I don't care.
Like, what are you doing?
But-
Like, what? Yeah, it's awesome though. That kind of is cool for him to, because I bet if you're a kid of someone so super famous, they're always like, oh, your parents got you here. It was probably nice that he got to do it kind of on his own a bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a really, even more than an actor, he's just really turned out to be a really fine man.
I am very excited because Dennis is actually going to perform with my band later this hour. So what kind of music are you working on right
It's
now?
American. I guess it'd be,
American?
yeah,
America?
it's American music. I guess it would be like, Americana. And I grew up in Houston, and there's so many influences, down there. And, with blues and Elvis and Hank Williams, and of course the Beatles came along. And I got my first guitar when I was like 12. And I started songwriting just like right off the bat because I knew I was never going to like shred a guitar, up
In
and
my
down.
dreams,
Yeah,
I
I
do.
just was never going to be that guy.
Yeah.
So songwriting was kind of a defense.
Yeah.
So, I'm a rhythm player.
Okay, I cannot play at all. Like I can play enough to write, but I suck. I can't sing and play at the same time. Yeah. So but did you have time like while in quarantines, like since you're a musician? I know a lot of us. I've been writing like crazy.
Well, the piano. I learned piano when I was like 33, and I got played Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah.
The Killer.
Yeah.
And I had a year to prepare for it, so I was basically chained to the piano for 12 hours a day.
That's incredibly cool that you're so into the character, you're not faking it, that you really do like devote yourself to like learning that craft. Like that's a lot of work.
Well, like I said, research. That's your
thing.
I have this is the greatest job in the world. I'm so grateful to be able to do it.
Not everybody would be good at that,
just to figure out what makes different people, and you get to figure out how so many different kinds of people live. Like I got my pilot's license when I played an astronaut. And
So
I
cool.
fly jets now and stuff, and all these like things you played make believe as a kid.
Yeah.
You get to do.
You like got to do in real life.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, growing up, did you ever want to be anything other than a musician or an actor?
I would say, a veterinarian. I was going to be a veterinarian / musician.
So you
for a
love
while.
animals.
Yeah, I was going to go to Texas A&M, and which has a
Aggie.
great,
Yes.
be an Aggie and have there was a great vet school.
Yeah.
And I was a veterinarian's assistant in Jacksonville, Texas. You were in East Texas?
Yes.
Little town. And for 3 summers I was doing that.
So
But,
wait, speaking of animals though, I hear that you brought a special little friend with you.
Yes, I
Okay.
have Dennis Quaid the cat.
Dennis Quaid is here.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid the cat is here.
I love this.
Or I call
You
him
have a cat.
DQ. The cat, the
Yay!
wonderful, wonderful cat.
So wait, how
What?
did you and Dennis the Quaid cat meet? How did you get him?
Well,
did you name him?
he's a rescue.
So you didn't name him?
No, I didn't. He was in a shelter in Lynchburg, Virginia,
Yeah.
and he was on death row because that's the reality of what happens to so many strays and,
Yeah.
and lost pets. And they named him Dennis Quaid, just as an aside, and somehow that got out, and we went and rescued him.
So you went.
I didn't go personally.
I know, but you went.
My co-host on the Pet Show went, Jimmy Jelinek, and he brought back Dennis Quaid.
Oh my gosh, how perfect are you?
Such a sweet cat.
Oh my, so, I mean, by the way, actually, thank you. That footage is from our friends at WSLS in Roanoke.
Yeah.
They helped
They're
get the word
fantastic.
out, about DQ, that's what we're gonna call him, during Clear the Shelters. Thank you so much, guys, for having us out. And speaking of animals, we were just talking about this in the break, but like, especially in this pandemic, I feel like everybody, we've been quarantined. To have a little animal and living on this little animal in your house, it's so good for you, everybody. You should really adopt. And do you want to put him down?
Oh, you're covering the mic. Of course.
He's trying to hold.
That's what he's doing. He's
trying to hold it.
Yeah, well, that's
I
what
think
Dennis
that we
Quaid
should
does.
get all Dennis Quaid hogs the mic.
Hogs the mic.
Hogs the mic. No, we should. We should all pet shelters start naming your pets after celebrities so people will start adopting them.
That's right.
It's a clever plan, Dennis
We're
Quaid.
gonna rescue Kelly Clarkson.
Yes, I will. Yeah, oh gosh, don't tell my children. Oh, we have so many. We have bunnies, we have dogs, we're good. So you have, I love that you don't just have a podcast, you have an entire network called Audio Up.
It's called Audio Up.
Yeah.
And we started it 2 years ago. My partner and I, Jared Goodstad, we did a podcast called Bear to Banjo with a story around a record of songs. That was the first record to be released through a podcast. We did it with Bob Dylan and T-Bone Burnett and Pooh Bear. And we got the idea. So rather than just do one podcast, which is the Denisance, we have a whole slate. We're like a movie studio for your ears. We have 18 podcasts in production right now across all genres.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think he's over it. Dennis Quaid is like, you're taking up my time.
Could somebody take Dennis?
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis
Quaid needs a
Quaid.
carrier. Oh, yeah, sure, that'd be great. Thank you so much.
I do, and it does remind me of my favorite Frasier episode.
Here we go, baby.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Get in there, get in there.
All right. This is live TV, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Scott. Everybody give it up for Dennis Quaid.
Yes, Dennis Quaid.
Yes.
I like the old idea that that's a throwback to how they used to do like whole shows.
The radio theater, basically. We have another show. It's called Scripts from the Drawer, or if we can come up with a better title. But I have a script on Spade Cooley that I did. Billy Bob's got one on Floyd Collins, it was the biggest radio news item of the 20s after Lindbergh crossing the Atlantic. A guy got stuck in a cave for 2 weeks, and it was, the whole world was there. They lowered a microphone down to him, and he could talk.
Wow.
And we've got that going on, and it's kind
of something for everyone. I love though that it's called Audio Up, so it's a streaming service and it has a little something for everyone then.
Yeah.
That was kind of all over the board. I love that. All right, well, check out the Denisance and all of Dennis's new Audio Up podcasts wherever you get your podcasts, y'all.